Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you've had a good week of trading. This week's been kind of rough again for the portfolio, but we did make another trade to pocket some money, so was able to accomplish that goal. Today it closed a good green day in the market, so we did make a little bit of a comeback today, but it's been another down week. It's just been a little tough on the markets here lately. But we have bought in, like I said last video, we got into Novavax, we got into a little bit too early. But it will be back. It's just probably a few months out, so we'll watch for that one to turn around. Did have a good day today. All of them had a good day today, so we'll take a look at that, and we'll jump over to that portfolio in just a second here and see how the day went. Okay, you can see here's a bunch of green, except for one that we do not own, so it was a good day. You can see across the top here that all the markets were up. We had a NASDAQ up 300, Dow's over 300, almost 4, and the S&P was up 61 points. So it's a good day all the way around. Green pretty much all day long on all these. So not a bad day at all. So let's take a look at each one. Now you see the top one here, QQQ, that is the one we did actually make a little trade on this week. Bought it on the 12th and we sold it on the 13th. So let's pull that chart up. Usually when I do this, I'm putting my cash to work to try to make a little, what I like to call CD money as quick as I can. So let's take a look at that 5-day chart on it. As you can see here, it had gotten beat up pretty good. Let's see here. I bought it on the 13th, which would have been that would have been Wednesday. So it was down here on Wednesday. I bought in at 317, exactly at 317. So somewhere right around in here. And then the next day it shot up. I had a good day. So as soon as it hit 321, I sold, and we made 1.25% in one day, and that was a pretty good bit of cash. So we wanted to make that quick CD money. You think about a CD, if you get paid 1.25% a year, we did it in two days. Of course, we could have held on to it, and you can see what happened. You would have been looking really smart today if you'd held on to it. But you would not look quite as smart yesterday, because it went back down to this 317 level. So it's just all perspective and what your goal is. My goal was to make 1.25%. That was my goal the whole time. As soon as I placed that order, I knew that I wanted to sell it at 321, and that's exactly what I did. So the next day, we were happy with that. They could have made a lot more money. As you can see, it went up $5 more. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's not what the goal was. The goal was to make 1.25%, and that's what we did. And you got to be happy with when you meet your goals. And so that's what we did, and we're happy with that. It was a quick trade, so that cash is back on the sideline. Tesla was up today. It's been about time. It really has had a hard time here lately. As you can see, this downward trend. Finally, the bleeding stopped on it today, and it did have a nice day. Hopefully, that is going to be the end of that. But you can see it's really been a rough go at it since April 26. You can see it's been a downhill slope. So hoping that we did get in at a good price. We bought at 623. We're a ways from that right now, but 623. Let's get back at that 5-day chart. You can see less than 5 days ago it was at 649. So sure could have waited a little bit longer, but we're going to be happy with that 623 entry point. This is really good entry point here. If you got in here, that's good for you. That was an excellent entry point. My thing is I just didn't want to tie up my cash in something I already had a downward trend on, and plus I didn't know where this was going to end. If you were watching the news yesterday, Elon Musk did make a comment about made a comment about Bitcoin and how they weren't going to accept Bitcoin anymore for their payments. They're going to hang on to what they've got, but they weren't going to take any Bitcoin for payments because of supposedly the climate issues as far as the energy use that those Bitcoin miners do. But I don't think actually, as smart as he is, he didn't investigate that as deep as he should, because uh, about 75% of what is mined with an alternate energy besides coal. So that's that's some news that's been out there to try to, put down Bitcoin. But uh, I don't know what Elon's thinking, but who knows? He's got a lot going on with China, and and he's kind of, anytime you're blaming the bad stuff on, because China is doing a lot of the mining for the Bitcoin, so uh, maybe he's trying to do some things with them because he's having a hard time with them. I don't know, but the bottom line is I think he was wrong on what he stated, and that hurt Bitcoin big time, and it hurt some of his stock. Even it didn't help his stock any because they're holding a lot of it. Didn't help MSTR, one of the ones we're holding as well. So it's great when he says something good, but it's terrible when he says something bad. So you gotta put up with both of them. He likes his Twitter account about like Trump did. So all right. So anyway, that is what it is. It's not a big deal. It will come back. I'm not going to worry about stuff like that. Stuff like that's not going to keep something up, and it's not going to keep anything down. So it's just it's it's really opportunity sometimes when they knock something down that you can go in there and get it at a much cheaper price. So, and I did just that with my Bitcoin. I did buy some Bitcoin while it was down. All right, so that's Tesla. So here's another one that he didn't help at all yesterday in the MSTR, but he did have a decent day today. Don't let the today fool you because it's had a bad week. You can see here, 604, we were all the way down to 481 in just a matter of days. So if volatility is something you like, this is a good one. But it did have a really good day today. So we're glad to see that. Bitcoin came back up again today. So this one's going to follow Bitcoin as far as days up and down. Of course, it's also tied in with the NASDAQ as well. So uh, NASDAQ has a good day and Bitcoin has a good day. This one's going to have a good day. So that's the way that one's going to work. But that's about it on this one. Let's take a look at that 1 month chart. You'll see a downward trend since the same period of time, just about way back in April, really, because you were up here at 700 level, 720, and now we're way down to the 520. So in just a matter of a month. So it goes both ways. You can see here, you see this here, and it's the same type deal. So it goes both ways. We just got to hang on to this one. As Bitcoin goes up, this one's going to go up. And supposedly the Bitcoin cycle is not anywhere over with yet. They talk like that's going to be September, October of this year before that ends. Okay, so U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel has been doing pretty good, holding up pretty good. Actually, it was up yesterday, I believe. So let's take a look at that chart. We don't have any. Okay, so yeah, it was actually up at the beginning of yesterday, then it sold off. But it's pretty flat today, on and off. We're not in it. I liked it below 20, but I don't think you're going to get that anytime soon. Maybe 21, 22. But I'm not fooling with that one right now. Let's see here. Hut MF, that's the Hut Mining Company. Okay, Hut Mining Company here. Had a good day, up 8%. Got clobbered yesterday, I'm sure. Yes. You see here what happened to it yesterday. Terrible. And you can thank Elon for that. But they are a mining company. They hold the most mining Bitcoins of the mining companies. And yet this one has not run like the other mining companies, but I like it. It's a good hold, I believe. Let's take a look at the 6 month chart on this. So 6-month chart, you see this one has been way down here to $1.30, got all the way up here to over $10, and now it's back down to 5. So just going to hang on to this one. It's backing around this territory here, so there's probably going to be some support in this area here, around this area, yesterday's area, 430. So going to definitely hang on to that one. We did add to it once before. We may add to it again down the road. Novavax. All right, so Novavax has had a really good day, up 10.69. It actually got all the way up to 136.36 today. Pulled back towards the end of the day. People taking profits, I'm sure. But you can see here's an article right here. Novavax long-term outlook remains intact. So that's what I believe too. This one just came out 14 minutes ago. So definitely going to hang on to Novavax. We are in way higher than this right now on average. Got in too quick. We were sold out, but got in too quick. And then held on to the cash account when we could have cashed in on that one too, but we didn't. So that's why I like to sell these things and then wait for them to come back down. But here it is. You can see here we've got a good little day out of today, but you do see it did get up here to 136. I was seeing something on message boards about India. I'm not sure what that news was, but not really going to pay a whole lot of attention to that. But it's up here green today, and that's what we needed to see. Take a look at this 5-day chart on this one. You can see here, this was a terrible drop the other day. Look at that, just fell off a cliff. That's when they had their issues with their earnings and stuff, and their delays, you name it. And then we really pretty steady from there. You take a look at where we were at the end of that. It was 132. Now we're back to that level, even though we did get way down here. Today even was at 118.31. That's the low today. So it's probably been the low. Let's see here. Yeah. It's not the low for the year. The low for the year is 38. So we're a long way from that. But that's it's one of my favorites. Been a good one to us for 3, 4, 5 years, I guess, 4 years. Going on the 4th year, I believe it is. We are having a good year with it, except for right now we're holding a big loser right now. We're over the 200 range, so you can see we've gotten clobbered, but this has just been this week, this month. We were up here. We did sell out up here, but what happened was we started buying in right here. So we got in too early, and then it just kept going. But nothing's really changed. This one's going to be okay. Just a matter of waiting it out. They've got to get these approvals, and also they got to get this news out about the U.S. testing and the Mexico testing. That has not happened. That's going to be the first thing, and then you're going to see the approvals come in at some point, and then that's when you're going to start seeing this thing go back up. And then once we start actually making the money and getting the revenues and have some earnings with those revenues, you'll see this thing start to pick up. And it would not surprise me that we don't get back to this point at some point, 290, 300 level down the road. So just be patient. Next on the list, SPCE. That's our Virgin Galactic Holdings. That one's been getting clobbered as well. Up today, though. Everything up today, thank goodness. We needed today to turn, but this is our 5-day chart. You see, from 18 all the way down to 16. Not good. Been a tough week, no doubt. Tough week, tough 2 weeks for the portfolio. Chill ray up just a little bit today. Nothing really happening with that. Take a look at the 5-day chart. It's down as well. All the way down 1550, all the way down to 14. So this is what's been happening to pretty much everything except for Nikola. It seems like it's been doing okay. Let's take a look at that 5-day chart and see if this is the only one that really we had a green trend. Okay, so thank goodness for Nikola. but it had gotten beat up so bad it didn't have nowhere else to go. So we're hanging on to that one. All right, well, that's pretty much the portfolio for the week. Again, it went down, but we did make that good trade for 1.25% on a pretty good bit of cash. CD money, as I like to call it. That's a pocket for the week. That's the only thing we did pocket for this week. And that's good enough to put a little money aside for this month. So far we're on track as far as what we're pocketing for the month. Portfolio is going down based off of market pulls back. Not our stocks really, it's just the market. So that's not much you can do there when you're in the market. And the market pulls back, you're going to go down with it in most cases. If you've got the, stocks that are in NASDAQ and the NASDAQ goes down, then you're going to be going with the NASDAQ. And usually the stocks that I have are higher beta, which means, they're more sensitive either way. They'll go up quicker and they'll fall quicker. So that's just the way it works sometimes. So just got to ride it out. That's what we'll be doing. Hopefully the market had a good enough pullback, especially in the NAS, to have a decent week next week. We'd really need a good week up for the portfolio. But I will be checking in with you maybe towards the end of the week, maybe next Sunday or so. Won't be doing a video this week in the middle of the week, but just probably going to be doing the same type deal. Once that cash settles from that trade I made the other day, I may try to do another quick day trade of some sort, just to do some CD money and try to pocket something for the week's over with. All right. Have a good week, and we'll get back to you next time. And I appreciate the new subscribers. Gotten a few more. And don't forget to smash that like button. Probably one going to pop up over here. You can click on this round button here and subscribe if you haven't done that already. And we'll check with you later on next week. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.